This lamb isn't from the valley. It smells different.
Nobody can tell better than you, Mother.
Grandmother brought only lamb from the valley. But times were different then. If the old convent could have known it was suddenly going to be filled every day with half-naked tourists, the walls would have fallen down.
Because the museum was opened.
We've never served so many meals, nor has the house been so full before.
I'm not interested in making more money if we have to have the devil live in our midst. Aren't we supposed to call that girl?
Last night she didn't ask for a call.
It's 10 o'clock.
Let her sleep. Nobody's expecting her. She came along.
Well, at least. She's sleeping. She's not prancing about showing off parts of her body that should be covered up.
This one is really good. Boy, why not take of everything?
What's that?
I have no idea.
Oh, I'd rather catch
Something happening on the terrace.
Good morning. Oh, I'm sorry. The door was open.
Good morning.
I'm Laura Barclay. I've come to join my sister. May Barclay. She's staying here.
Yes. I mean, she was staying here, but she left this morning.
Well, did she leave any message? You see, we arranged to meet here. Are you sure she didn't leave any message?
No, she didn't.
Oh, well, she'll probably be back tonight.
Oh, no, I don't think she's coming back. She paid her bill and took away her things.
She must have had to go and pick up some extra shots. I'll wait for her here. You have a room for me?
No.
Let her in, Veronica. We'll do everything we can so that you and your sister can stay together. My name is Marta. My sister is Veronica.
Thank you.
Veronica, why don't you show the young lady to her room? I've just finished tidying it. Tidiness is the motto in our house.
Will you come this way, please?
Thank you.
Please.
We couldn't let her go away. She might have become suspicious.
What are we going to do?
Where's her sister?
She said she was going to look around. She's coming down now.
I'm just going out for a while. If May should come back, will you tell her I'm here?
Yes, of course. Close the doors. Veronica? Anything wrong?
No, Martyr. It's nothing. You're still awake.
It's very late. Go to sleep.
Don't you think we should have called the police? It was her own fault. She slipped. It was an accident. Martyr? Martyr!
Be quiet. Years ago, that shameless girl would have been burned alive in the public square. You see.
I'm her sister. Are you sure you don't remember seeing her?
I think I know who you mean. She came nearly every day. I'm sorry, there are so many photographers. Perhaps ask the attendant in the cloister.
The other attendant told me you might have seen her.
I know her. Her name's May, and she's taking photographs of these paintings for an English company. Is that right?
Yes. You know her?
Yes. We were going to have lunch together. She said she was bringing along her sister. You?
Yes, that's right. When did you last see her?
A couple of days ago.
Well, when I arrived, I was told that May had just left. But no one seems to know where she's gone. Did she say anything to you?
No, she didn't. I expected to meet her here. Is anything wrong?
No. No, it's nothing. She'll probably turn up later. But thanks anyway.
That's okay.
Enjoy your lunch, Beatrice?
Oh, beautiful, Martha. Really delicious. Wasn't it, Pablo?
Martha, you haven't told us anything about your latest guest.
What can I tell you, Beatrice? You know all about it. I don't know how I put up with it. One must earn a living. Serve more wine.
Martha, what were you talking about, the girl?
Everything's going perfectly. Is she coming down for lunch?
No.
Louise?
Yes,
Take this up to the young lady.
straight away.
Come in.
Your lunch.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Did you know my sister May, the girl who left yesterday?
I didn't really know her, but I saw her several times. She's very pretty.
Did she mention anything to you about where she was going before she left?
I wasn't here. She was sunbathing on the terrace yesterday. Some friends of mine told me, but I didn't see her.
She was sunbathing? Then she packed her things and left. That must have been just before I arrived.
I've got work to do. Excuse me, senorita. Watch out.
Why were you so long with her?
It's just that she kept on talking.
I don't want you ever to enter her room. Now, don't pick up from the grocer. I'll go myself. That way I can get out of the house. Wait for me. What are you doing here? Take that back to the kitchen.
What are you looking for?
Some more table napkins.
You know they're not kept in there. But the cash box is. There were 200 pesetas missing yesterday.
I never touched that cash box.
Then who did it? That boy? We'll have to call the police.
He wouldn't do it.
Why do you always defend him?
He doesn't even know where you keep the money.
You're very certain of what he knows and what he doesn't know. Veronica? Luis?
Hey, come on, get your clothes off. Go in naked. Hey, Babs, you're crazy. Go in the water and come back to Uncle Louis quickly. Don't push me. I haven't got my trunk. How can I go in the water without my trunk? Hey, leave me alone. Don't annoy me. Go away. I just want to swim. Hey, give me the ball. I come on. Get off. Give me the ball.
Veronica. Veronica?
You'll have to give me some money, Martyr. I have to go to the market tomorrow. Why are you doing that?
Why not? I wore it for the first time at Beatrice's wedding.
That is the dress that man gave to you. And you shouldn't wear it.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't think it's right.
It's not right, is it? But it's all right. When you get all excited at seeing Luis in the courtyard. 20 years younger than you. And it's all right to steal money from your sister. Why do you do it, Veronica?
Do not speak so loud. You'll wake up that girl.
I don't care. I've nothing to hide.
Hi, I finally got here.
Miss, I must tell you something.
Well, that's quite a change. I didn't notice. You look much prettier.
Don't touch me.
Have you got a lover? Huh?
I was decent when young, as I am decent now. My house is a respectable house. I don't like young ladies coming in at late hours.
And what about you? All right, all right. Don't get upset. Really, you look 40 years younger. Good night.
You hear me, Veronica? Lock the door at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Veronica, look. Scandalizing the whole village. Doesn't it seem strange to you, Veronica, that a woman like that has taken a room in our house?
What are you thinking about, Mother?
About what happened to that shameless hussy. You know, it wasn't an accident. She deserved it.
You mean that girl's the same?
Or worse.
Mother, you shouldn't speak as if you knew the will of our Lord. God has mercy for all his creatures.
Not for all of them, Veronica. Not for all of them. The knife sharpener. Take the knives to him. And these as well.
I'm very worried about not hearing anything from my sister. Are you sure that you haven't received a telegram or a telephone call?
No, not a thing.
Well, don't you remember if she mentioned where she was going before she left?
She said nothing. She left, and that's all there is to it. And furthermore, I'm glad she's no longer here. I know she's your sister, but you're different.
What do you mean by that?
I mean nothing. But have you seen how that Helen Miller dresses? So provocative and indecent.
Yes, I've seen her.
They think it's the modern style, but it's pure indecency. You are also a foreigner, but your dress is normal. It's elegant.
Sometimes people wear other clothes to be more comfortable.
Comfort's no excuse. I would never dream to walk about the house in my underwear to be more comfortable. Will you have breakfast?
No, thank you.
I bought it from an old woman in the village. You'd have to travel a long way before you'd find anything half as good as this.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Who is she?
Her name's Helen. She's staying at the same pension. She'll be back in a minute. Do you want to meet her?
Of course. She looks the kind that is looking for sun and adventures to last them the rest of the year.
Don't you approve of that?
Who? Me? Naturally. They don't do anybody any harm.
Why don't you explain that to the owners of the pension? According to them, unless you're dressed from head to foot, you should be burning in hell, and the sooner the better.
Don't knock so soft. Hard. Don't you feel romantic tonight?
Both of you. Oh, God.
They caught us.
I see you.
Buenas noches, senora. To bed, he says, and walks away, leaving me alone. Leaving me.
Be quiet. There are people sleeping.
What's the matter? What are you staring at?
You are drunk. Go to bed. Tomorrow, pack up your things and leave. You'll stay no more in this house.
I'll leave. But first, I'd like to know what you've got under all those clothes that makes you so different from me, from other women. Let's see.
What are you doing?
Shh. You've waken up all your guests. What have you got hidden under there, eh? Come on, tell me. I won't tell anybody.
You're mad.
You must have the same thing as everyone else.
morning. Do you have a vacant room?
Of course, my dear. Why do you carry the baby like that? Is it safe?
Oh, yes. I assure you it's quite safe.
Come in, come in.
What a beautiful baby. Her mother's very pretty. Don't you think she looks a little sad?
Her husband wasn't able to come with her. I can't see how I can let them travel alone. And with an 8-month-old baby. And the way she carries him.
I hope she stays with us for a while. It must be wonderful to have a baby like that.
Yes, it's more work, but I don't mind.
The mother seems to be a nice girl.
You only have to look at her face.
Helen? Oh, I was looking for Helen.
She went early this morning.
Did she say when she was coming back?
You misunderstood. The young lady who occupied this room left the village this morning.
But that's impossible.
Well, that's what happened. She got up almost as early as we did and paid her bill.
Did anyone call her?
We don't keep a check on all the phone calls our guests may make or receive, and her departure is no great loss to us. The friendship of that girl would never be good for you.
I think you're being very unfair, and I don't like the way you're always criticizing people.
The truth always hurts.
Prepare my bill. I'm leaving.
Did I offend her?
You shouldn't have spoken to her like that. Laura's a good girl.
I told her for her own good. Well, that's up to her. Make up her bill, let her go.
Excuse me. Are you staying here?
Yes, I arrived this morning. You staying here too?
Yes, I was. It's a lovely baby. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Will you be staying here for a while?
I don't really know. I think so.
If you need anything at all, will you call me? My name's Laura. You can find me any time at the museum or at the inn.
What? Oh, I see. You mean because of the baby? Don't worry. I can manage myself. But thank you very much anyway.
Your room is ready. You can go up whenever you wish. I'll take it. Follow me, please.
Hello there. Coming to stay here?
Hello. Yes, but only for a couple of days.
By the way, how is Helen this morning?
What do you mean?
I had to see her home last night. She had one too many.
You took her home. What did the sisters say?
Nothing.
They told me that Helen had left the village this morning. Doesn't that seem strange to you?
No. She was a little lonely and bored. She hadn't found that adventure to last her the rest of the year.
Eduardo, are there any police in this village?
Police? What on earth do you want a policeman for?
I don't know. But are there?
In a tiny village like this, I don't think so. But I suppose the nearest to the police would be the mayor. But why?
You say she has disappeared, and the other girl as well. But those girls travel around a lot. Nobody can control them.
Where do we put the new gate?
I'll be with you in a minute. We've no way of knowing whether they just left or...
Do you know the sisters well?
If you mean I'm one of their regular customers, no. They belong to another generation.
There's something about them. I'm worried.
Well, several years ago, Doña Marta was about to marry, but her fiancé disappeared on her wedding day. He had eloped with a younger, more modern girl. Doña Marta was ill for some time. In town, they say she is crazy.
Now there's another foreign girl staying there.
What do you want me to do? You want me to speak to Doña Marta?
No. It would be useless.
going for a walk?
Yes, I want to do some shopping.
We bought something for you. A present for both of you.
Are you going to stay here long?
A few days.
See you later.
A beautiful baby. Boy or girl?
A boy.
Isn't he uncomfortable like
No,
that?
on the contrary. The Incas used this method, so it's been tried out a long time ago. Very comfortable.
Oh, yes. The Incas.
How much is it?
20%. His father will be very pleased to receive such nice postcards.
His father? Who knows where he might be? If you can find one for me, let me know.
Good afternoon, Martha. Hello, Veronica.
Good afternoon, Beatrice.
You want something, Beatrice?
No, nothing at all. I was just passing by. Now, listen, we have been friends all our lives, haven't we?
Why do you say that?
I want you to know that I am telling you for your own good. It is about that girl who just arrived, the one with the baby.
What about her?
Oh, nothing really. After all, business is business. You can't refuse to rent her a room just because of that. And maybe you don't even know.
No, what? Speak up, Beatrice. What are you talking about?
She's not married, and she's got a baby.
But she told us that...
And don't believe that it's just gossip. She had the effrontery to say in the tobacconist that she didn't know who the father was. Poor little baby. Girls nowadays are just tramps. You know who I was thinking of? That shameless wench that fooled your fiancé and ran away with him. Just like her. Remember, we heard she had had a baby.
Excuse me.
Yes, senorita?
Can you take a message for me, please?
She deceived us, Veronica. She's not married.
And a poor little baby.
She deceived us.
I got your message. What did you want to
Who
talk to
said
me
that?
about?
I don't really know how to begin. Until a few days ago, my sister was staying at the pension. We'd arranged to meet there. But when I arrived, the owners told me that she'd left, without saying where she was going.
I don't understand.
I just can't find her. Well, then a Dutch girl arrived. She was staying at the same pension. This morning she disappeared as well.
Disappeared? You mean she left?
No, she didn't leave by bus. I checked that. She might have taken a taxi. No,
Don't you think you're worrying too much?
maybe I am. But I'm afraid.
Of what?
I don't know. Perhaps it's all just my imagination. When are you thinking of leaving?
I haven't made up my mind yet. Within a few days or so.
Will you promise me something? When you do leave, will you let me know? I want to be certain nothing happens to you.
He must be upset. That's why he's crying.
Bring me the basin. It's necessary to change him.
Poor little thing. If it weren't for us, a lot of attention his mother pays to him. How could I have been so wrong about her? It's so clear to see that she's a sinner.
Give me one of those new towels over there and see if his mother has any talcum powder.
There's absolutely nothing here. Do you think she cares if he cries or gets sick? Or if the baby needs something? All she thinks about or wants is what she looks for every night, a man, any man.
He is a pretty child, isn't he?
He should never grow up. Like that, they are so innocent, so pure.
If only you were ours.
Veronica, we're both unmarried. And if we suddenly appeared with a baby, of course, there are places where he could grow up and see good examples around and be a man.
No, not there.
Later we could take him away, and then nobody would think badly of us.
No.
It's better than not having a father, and a mother who walks the street alone at night like a whore.
Why have you put my suitcase outside?
We want you to leave.
He was crying.
Well, that's nothing to worry about.
It was difficult to have this child, was it? No, of course it wasn't. Any bitch can do it. The important thing comes afterward, when you have to make sacrifices for the child.
What do you know about it to talk like that?
I know enough that you are not married and that you have deceived us all. If you abandon him now to walk the streets at night, what will you do when he's a little older?
Listen, don't try to tell me what I should or shouldn't be doing. And get out of my way. What do you think you're doing? Give me my child.
Don't touch him. Your child.
If he were ours, we could give him a good home. Security is what he needs.
What on earth are you talking about?
You heard her. A child needs good examples to follow. And you couldn't even give him a father.
You're both mad. Get out of the way. Give me my child.
Veronica, where are you? What are you doing?
This was in her bag. Darling, I received your letter. I cannot believe you want to go to London to get a divorce. I admit that I've left you very much on your own for several months. and that there is nothing sadder than loneliness. But I love you both too much. You and the baby. She was married. She told the truth.
Married? One of those marriages, which isn't really a marriage at all. She wanted a divorce.
Martha.
That's not marriage! Everything we do has a reason, Veronica. I'm certain there has to be a reason. Put more wood on the fire.
Pension Dos Hermanas, please.
Hello?
Hello? May I speak to Norma, please?
She doesn't live here anymore. She left this morning.
What? Are you certain?
Of course. She left this morning. Who's calling, please? Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes?
It's Laura. May I come in?
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Norma's gone. I've just phoned the hotel and they've told me she left.
Laura, who is Norma?
She's the other girl at the hotel. She promised to tell me when she was leaving. Eduardo, I know something's wrong.
Just a minute. What do you think is wrong?
Don't you understand? First May, then Helen, and now Norma.
What are you thinking?
We must report them to the police.
Hold on. Hold on. Now go to the bar and wait. I'll be with you in a minute and we'll talk it over. You can't go to the police without proof.
I'll find proof. I'll find something.
Martha! What's wrong, Martha? What are you doing?
Somebody was in the kitchen.
Who?
I don't know. I didn't see him.
A thief?
I heard footsteps. I'm sure.
Give me this. Come on, let's go inside.
Did you leave the key in the lock? Answer me. Try to remember. I told you the key was always to be kept in the bedroom. What is it doing here?
I don't know, Martha. Perhaps I forgot and left it in the kitchen. I don't know. A thief? I don't know, Martha.
What's that jug doing there? Did you leave it there? You did leave it there. I told you never to take the wine from this jar.
I've always taken wine from the others.
This is the wine we always used to make the roast. Have you forgotten?
Maybe I made a mistake. I could make a mistake once, but I don't think it's possible.
You made a mistake. Or did you do it on purpose? Did you also make a mistake when you forgot the key of the cellar door? Did you make a mistake, Veronica? Or did you have another reason?
No. I'm afraid, Martha. They'll find out about us. What we've done is horrible. It's the worst sin against God!
Never say that again!
I leave you!
You can leave right now if you like. I don't need you.
But we're murderers. We've killed them. We killed.
My conscience was never more clear.
Oh.
Keep calm, Veronica. Your sister has always known what is best for you. Always. Remember that. Let's go.
They'll find out.
If it was an act of evil, they'll find out. If it was an act for God's justice, will never be discovered. He will know what he must do. So, what are you worried about?
Mañana por la tarde. Pásame el pan.
Beatrice, what's the matter?
High blood pressure. Must be high blood pressure.
¿Qué le pasa? Convendría llamar a un médico.
Laura, sister of that Harlow.
Who can that man be? Her husband?
I think I've seen him somewhere before. But I'm not sure.
They're coming here. Surely she doesn't want the room again. Mother, maybe it was she who was in the house the other night.
We're running a boarding house. And we admit guests, don't we?
Yes. Don't open it.
Hello. My husband's just arrived, and we'd like to stay here for a few days.
Of course. Come in. Did you hear from your sister?
No, but she's probably back in London by now. Hello.
I hope you'll be comfortable. If you need anything, please call us.
No, we won't need anything. Thanks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That man, I think I've seen him before.
But he's just arrived in the village.
So it would seem. But I never forget a face. Don't you think it's strange that girl has come back here?
There's nothing to worry about. A simple infection which we've caught in time. There's always some danger with her heart, which is not strong. But everything will be all right.
I know she's all right, Doctor. But I'm worried about the other thing. The one I found on the plate. What shall we do with that?
I'll examine it carefully. I want to be certain.
Should be about time now. They're bound to be all asleep. I'll be back. But don't you leave this room. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Is it true?
Yes. When my wife fainted, I picked it up from the plate without anyone seeing me.
It has been saturated in alcohol for some time. By the color of it, red wine. The eye of a woman.
That man was not your husband, was he?
My sister doesn't want to hurt you, Laura. But who was this man?
Are you going to tell us? I'm afraid it's useless, Veronica.